Hi gorgeous, welcome to my video. This is Nia Visa from StefaniaVisa.com, speaker and coach, coming to you with a topic that is super important that I've had to deal with in the past few days. And it is the topic of making sure we enjoy the journey towards our dreams and we enjoy the process towards our goals instead of letting that process drain us and burn us out and then realize, oh my God, I made it to my goal and I didn't even enjoy the process. So that's what I want for you guys. And it's something I've been dealing with. So I want to share with you a few tips that you can use to make sure you're enjoying the process towards your goals. So let's get started. So first thing that happens when you set a big goal, it's like, oh my God, I really want to do this big thing for my life. I want to just live my passion, live my purpose. But then what happens? You start setting all these goals and realizing that you have to do all these things and you start getting overwhelmed, you start getting anxious, you start fast forwarding to the future and thinking how am I gonna get it done? How is it gonna work out? Am I doing the right thing? Is it gonna be worth it? And all these different thoughts start clouding your brain and you still feel excited about it, about your future, about your vision, about your mission, but as you go day by day, it kind of starts seeming really far away. You're like, oh my God, I know it's possible. It's going to happen for me, but it seems so far away. And when those thoughts start to hit your brain, the mind starts to really overthink and really try to figure out how is it all going to work out. And that overthinking and that need to control and to anticipate sometimes and most of the time blocks us from enjoying the process. So today I want to remind you that as you work towards your dreams, you have to make sure you stay in the process and that you build different activities and different things around during your week, during your daily tasks that will keep your joy levels high. Okay, and so how do you do that? Well, the way you do that is by actually putting some non-negotiables in your calendar, things that you know that bring you joy, and making them appointments in your calendar, making them important, and realizing that if you don't do those things, because I can tell you it's easy to let go of the things that bring me joy because I have to work. I'm one of those people who does that. So but when you're having the tendency of oh no, I shouldn't go out, I shouldn't just do that because I need to work and I need to get to my goal. When you start to lean towards that workaholic side of you, I want you to remember, if you don't do those things that bring you joy on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, you're gonna end up burning out. Okay, so it's important to realize you must schedule exercise if it's something that brings you joy, or walking, whatever type of exercise, whatever type of physical activity. You must schedule it if it brings you joy, if it makes you feel good. Dancing, going out with friends, going out with your partner, going out with your kids, going out with co-workers, maybe doing art, music, listening to something that you love, watching a movie, watching a series, Netflix. It's okay to watch Netflix. Some people are no, you don't. If you want to be successful, don't binge watch Netflix. I'm I know successful people that watch Netflix and they binge watch it. So success and enjoyment is different for everybody. So I want you to realize that hey, it's important to schedule the things that bring you joy, because when you don't do that, you start going into an extreme, and that extreme will cause you to burn out, to get tired, and to want to give up. And I'm telling you guys this because 2 weeks ago I went through this and I got sick, and I realized, oh my God, I've been focusing so much on work that I stopped doing the things that I enjoy, and I get kind of limited myself to a few things here and there, but not really most days. So I changed my schedule completely. Now what I'm doing is every day I'm going to the gym in the morning, and then I'm resting, and then I'm working. Well, every day looks different for me depending on my daughter's schedule, but I'm doing and prioritizing the things that bring me joy. Because why? Especially with the career that I have, which is inspiring and motivating you guys, I need to motivate and inspire and stay inspired myself if I want to bring that light and that love to you guys. So as I was working in the beginning of this year, the first quarter was super busy for me. I was just not allowing myself to do much because I have so many responsibilities in my house, in my marriage, and in my business that I was no. I have to stay on schedule and work. And when I have a little bit of free time, work some more. And when the girls are sleeping, I gotta go. And I had this whole crazy mindset that was like stealing and sucking away my joy. So I want you guys to avoid getting into that whole going in through that rut that I was in, by scheduling the things that you love to do, and making sure they're non-negotiable for you, like exercising, singing, dancing, going out with your friends, playing sports, whatever it is that makes you happy, like going to the pool, going skiing, whatever it is you do, schedule it, make sure it's happening at least once a day, like, and even if it's something small, like watching something or listening to something, a podcast, a video, like whatever, but make sure you schedule those things into your daily life, because if you don't do it, and you have the tendency like me to go towards like extreme working and anxiety mode and like a lot of like pressure on yourself, then you are going to end up burning out. So schedule the things that you really like. Scheduling those things will help you enjoy the process towards your goals. Also, celebrating small wins, celebrating like even the smallest like income that you get or the smallest progress you make in your goals. You want to celebrate and actually be like proud of yourself for that. So scheduling things, enjoying small wins, celebrating them, making them a big deal, because that's life, guys. Like if we only celebrate when we make it to the big summit that we're trying to reach, then we're missing out on celebrating the small wins. So I want you guys to think about that. Like do that, celebrate the small wins, and also make sure that you are present, that every single day you are actually like conscious that the process is what's fun, like that you're present in every activity that you're doing. Because what tends to happen to us is that we are trying to achieve and do so much sometimes that we are, for example, working on one activity that we have to do, one task, and we're already thinking of the next thing that we have to do. We're like, no, I'm working on my blog, but then later I have to edit my video, or I'm with my kids right now, but then while I'm with my kids, I'm thinking about the work that I have to do on the computer. Like it's crazy. Like our brains, when they're overwhelmed and when we're not really mindful of the present moment that we're living, we start going towards the next task, or thinking about the next day, or thinking about the next month, or the things we have to do after this task, and we end up not doing anything right. And I can tell you guys, because I've done that. And so it's important that you stay present. So when you're working on, let's say you're washing the dishes, and I do that all the time, like washing the dishes, I'm gonna wash these dishes really well, and I'm gonna focus on this, and I'm gonna be grateful for this moment. Because for me, it used to happen when I was doing house chores, I would think about like, oh, I should be working. Or when I was working, I would think about, oh my God, I have to fix the house. I have to like do all these things, and I have to cook and blah, blah, blah. So all these things like really steal our joy. So it's important to like really control our minds and be the boss of our thoughts, and be like, you know what? If I'm scrubbing dishes, I'm gonna scrub dishes really well. If I'm speaking at an event, I'm gonna do this really well. If I'm in the computer, if I am writing music, if I'm writing a speech, whatever it is you're doing, you want to be present in that moment and allow yourself to know that time is unlimited, and start thinking like, I have plenty of time for what I need to do today. Like I have plenty of time to accomplish all the things I need to accomplish. So because that like anxiety and that like need to go towards the future and need to control what's going to be next, and lack of presence in the things that we're doing, is very, very bad for your body, very, very bad for your mind, and bad for your results, for your energy level. So remember, like one of the mantras or affirmations that I would say to myself was, I have plenty of time to accomplish all the things I need to accomplish. When I'm anxious, when I'm like a little like running out of like focus and concentration, I'm like thinking about all the things, I say, I have plenty of time to accomplish all the things I need to do. And that really allows me to know like, I can do this. I'm gonna get it done. And since I have plenty of time, I can focus 100% and enjoy this activity that I'm doing right now, and then get on to the next activity. Okay. And there's a book that just came out. I don't remember the author, but she kind of proves to you that you do have plenty of time to do all the things that you want to. And the way that she does it is by just teaching you to believe that whatever we believe in, guys, is what we experience. And it's truly like very, very like accurate, because like if you believe you don't have time for anything, trust me, your mind will find a way to prove it, and you'll find a way to prove that you don't have the time. But if you say, there's plenty of time to get everything done and then some. You're gonna see, if you start changing your belief and your perspective, how you're gonna start finding extra time. And this works like magic. So I want you guys to try it, okay? So try this and realize that, you know, there's plenty of time to do all the things you need to do. You're in the right place at the right time. There's no rush. And one of my dear friends always says, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's true. Like, your dream, your vision will not come to pass like this. Like, it won't be automatic. It won't happen as fast as you think, because it will take time to nurture and to grow the beautiful vision that you had in your heart that's going to be coming out and being expressed into the world. So be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. Remember to schedule the activities that bring you joy so that you can enjoy the process towards your goals. Remember to also stay present when you're doing things. No matter what it is you're doing, try to be present and try to just focus on the one thing you're doing. That will be like one thing that will shift your perspective. And then also remember to always like be grateful for all the things that you're receiving, for all the things that are happening, and celebrate your wins, because every little step counts. And a building is built brick by brick, not 1,000 bricks at a time. So every little brick that you lay down is one of the pieces of the foundations of what you're creating with your existence. So remember that, guys, and remember that you were made for greatness. Don't settle for less. Go big and enjoy your day. I love you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.